Too Faced released something that I actually wanted, and the world's creepiest beauty sponge has arrived. Hello besties, and welcome to this week's new makeup releases. This is the episode where every Friday, well in this case Sunday, I come back to you and I let you know about all the things that have been released, announced, and sneak peek, basically letting you know what's going on in the beauty community, letting you know what's hitting the stores so that you don't have to keep up with all of it. I do it for you, and you just get this episode where you get to see all the new makeup news and we can chat about it without having to spend our money on it. I'm very excited to let you know that the beginning part of this video is sponsored by Lumi. Lumi is a whole body deodorant for pits, privates, and beyond, and it stops odor before it happens. So I have the whole body deodorant cream and I have the whole body deodorant stick. Just different ways of using deodorant. And this is not a deodorant that has a scent to just mask the bad scent. This stops the bad scent from happening before it happens. And I was very excited to try this out because, as you probably know, this has been the year of traveling for me, and it's very nice to have something to travel with when you're doing like full days like I will be doing, and you're just feeling a little self-conscious, like, will I be able to get myself through this entire day without smelling bad? This will help you feel more confident. Lumi was invented by OB-GYN Shannon Klingman, and Lumi is clinically proven to block body odor all day and continues controlling BO for 72 hours. And this deodorant does not stain your clothes, it does not leave a white stain, and it comes in 8 different scents. This one, mint cucumber, ooh, when they asked me what scent I wanted to try, that was the easiest decision of my life. I love the scent of cucumber, I love the scent of mint, and together, it just makes me smell like I just got out of the shower, which is what I want. I want to smell like that all day. And I really like that they come in 2 different formulas and you can pick whatever one you think is going to work best for you. And these are, like I said, skin safe to use anywhere on your body. And if you want to try out Lumi as well, they do have a really great starter pack. It comes with a full-size stick deodorant, a cream deodorant tube, and 2 free products like the wipes and the mini body wash. This bundle is already discounted, but if you use my code Agnieszka, you will get another $5 off, making this an over 40% savings on this starter bundle. Plus you get free shipping. If you want to read up more about Lumi and check out this offer, use the link in my description box or in the pinned comment, and don't forget to use the code Agnieszka at checkout to get another $5 off your order. Thank you so much, Lumi, for sponsoring this video. I cannot wait to bring these things traveling. I am sure they're going to be helping me out quite a lot. And I did film this look right here. It's gonna be live tomorrow on Monday, which I am super excited about. Actually, next week is gonna be the last week that I'm here before I'm actually leaving to Rome with some of you, and I'm so excited. I will leave a link down below in the description box as well, and also in my community tab, in case you're interested in keeping up with my travels, and in case you maybe want to be part of them as well in the future. Signing up on the link does not mean you're committing to anything. It's just a way for you to keep up to date in case you might be interested in the future, and for you to leave your opinion on where you would like to go next, because of course we're going somewhere else as well. I cannot wait to do this. We've been talking about it for so long, and it is finally time to bring this trip out of the group chat. And this video is going up on a Sunday. I usually put them out on a Friday, but I spent this week together with my friend Heather Austin at Cosmoprof as the owner of Sinch Beauty, trying to like keep up with the trends and checking out some new stuff that's going on so that I have fun things to release for you in the future. I have a bunch of things cooking and I cannot wait for you to see those as well. But let me scooch you to the side so that we can put some pictures here next to me, because I actually do have a couple of things to talk about. Let's talk about some of the things that I have on my face, because I was able to sit down and film like trying new makeup, because I feel like I actually have some like scorching hot releases on my hands. And one of them is I bought the new Too Faced palette, and I can even smell it from here. It smells almost like a little like a spicy caramelly toffee, almost gingerbread spicy, but not a gingerbread cookie. There's definitely some caramel going on. And this is in the tin packaging, and it comes in this beautiful box. And I bought this one from Ulta, and they delivered it very quickly. I will say it was a little bit bold of me to order this from Ulta, because we all know that they don't always package things greatly, but this one arrived in good condition. I'm very happy about that. So I did do this look that I'm wearing today with this palette. I had to play with the reds. I love red eyeshadow. But yeah, if you want to see more about this palette, that's going to be in tomorrow's video. But this one is available right now. I will link it down below, and also some things will be popping up in the YouTube shopping as well in case you're interested. But I will say, first impression, really beautiful quality. I would say that this is the same quality as the Italian Spritz palette, and I really like the Italian Spritz palette. I said in the video that I feel like this one is like the fall version of that one. So if you like that, quality and you want to get another more spicy, warmer palette for the fall time, this is beautiful. The packaging is really nice and it has a scent that it's not like overbearing, but it definitely is like a little bit of like a spiced toffee cake thing. I also did buy that new, I have it here as well, somewhere here. I also did buy the new setting powder. These are $40. I am wearing this one under my eyes today. I have it in medium. The packaging is really stunning. It's like the comeback of this like heart. I didn't say that in the video, but like they used to have this heart-shaped packaging and now they're bringing it back for these powders. I thought the powder was beautiful, but it's $40. Is it worth $40? I don't know about that, but it really did actually work out pretty good. So that one is also available right now in case you were interested in these releases. I did not try the new lip plumper because it is like the lip plumper extreme and I'm not trying to get hurt. No, I'm not trying to get hurt, so definitely absolutely not. That won't be for me. The next thing that I have on my face right now is the new Sigma skin tints. These are releasing. Wait, I have a date. This is like a foundation skin tint moisturizer mix all-in-one hybrid. This one already launched on TikTok Shop. You know how I feel about that. I really don't like when brands launch on TikTok Shop first because this one is already available and it's not launching for quite a little bit more time on the Sigma Beauty website. On the Sigma Beauty website, you can use my code and get some money off. But the thing is that TikTok Shop is for US only. And I don't like when brands are like, well, we don't care about the rest of the world. Even though we have an international website, we're only going to launch for the US on TikTok. I don't like that at all. This one is launching on the website August 6th. I mean, that's some time away. I gotta say, I don't like that at all. I really hope brands will stop doing that until TikTok Shop is available for everyone. I don't like, I'm sorry. I mean, I know I live in the US, but my TikTok account is Swedish, so I can't access TikTok Shop. And it just, I know how shitty that would have felt for me if I was just a consumer. And I mean, yeah, I got these sent as PR, but like, I can't even buy them myself. I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't like that. Yes, I'm living in the US right now, but I will move from the US. And in my heart, I will always be a European. I'm a Swedish, and I will always see things from that perspective. And I don't mind TikTok Shop, but I just don't like when they launch there exclusively. I don't like excluding people for no apparent reason. The next thing that I have is actually I have the palette, the new Bella Beauté Bar Melted Mattes palette. This one is launching next Friday on the 2nd. And I now have the palette here. They did tell me that I am getting the blush palette and the, is it 5-pan or a 6-pan? It's a 6-pan eyeshadow palette with shimmer. So this is an all matte palette. It looks like this. I'll pop up the picture here where you can see how the other palette looks as well, the one with shimmers. This one is a half matte, half almost like colorful, almost neon shades. I mean, I will say, I think that these do be looking a little bit like neons, and those usually wash out on camera. It has nothing to do with the lights. It is that the camera can't really pick up the neons. Maybe if I, yeah, you can see a little bit better here if I like shade it away. It's something about the camera just can't pick up neons properly, but let me tell you, they do look like neons on the bottom, at least these four here on the bottom here. These are really beautiful. This is an all matte palette. I love an all matte palette, and I don't mind having an all matte palette, but I also kind of think that we could probably have gotten rid of some of these and put those 6 shimmers in here because the shimmers do match this one. And I don't know why we didn't do that, but I don't want to argue with that either. Like, it is what it is. Love the Bella Beauté Bar formula. They have a beautiful formula. Both the shimmer, like the shimmer metallic duochrome special shade formula and the matte formula is absolutely stunning. And I'm very excited to be digging into this one. I don't want to do it until I get the other one as well because I knew I didn't have time to film with it today anyways, but it is launching on the 2nd. I do have a code and you can get some money off, but I am sure that I'm gonna love this because I love their formula, and you can pick these out. I know for some people it's very important to be able to like rearrange. I never do that, but honestly with this one I might. And I might pop those shimmers in here if I can rearrange those. I don't know if I can though, because I see in the packaging that they don't have those divots, but I kind of wish I was able because I could definitely see myself. I don't want to be the one that's like critiquing like other people's choices, but I kind of wish they would have put the shimmers in here. To me, that would have made more sense. I love that it's a smaller palette though. And I think the packaging and the theming is really cute. And I cannot wait to try it because Bella Beauté bar, oh, the formula is so good. I also quickly want to mention that Ensley Rain now has a release date, because I know when my video went live, when we talked about it, we didn't have a release date. The release date is the 30th. So it is launching quite soon. Don't forget to use a code at checkout. You don't have to use my code, just use somebody's code. If you're ordering from the website and you want to save some money, use somebody's code and get some money off. But now we have a release date. It's launching on the 30th. I know a bunch of you were really excited about this collection. There is a new collection from Pat McGrath, and it's called the Sublime Blooms collection. And I will say these two quads, let's talk about these two quads. I think they're pretty cute, and I remember seeing some swatches of that neutral quad, and I was thinking, this seems like an alternative to that, what is it called? The Fire Rose quad from Charlotte Tilbury that we talked about last week. And some of you let me know that you actually can only order it from like Cult Beauty if you're living in Europe. They don't ship to the US. But if you were looking for a neutral quad that had like a reddish brown shade, I have seen swatches. Of this quad, and that brown does look a little bit reddish, so maybe this one could be an alternative to that one. I love the quality of Pat McGrath. I just don't always think that their creativity nowadays is worth a high price tag, but I think the other palette, the one that has 4 pastel shimmers in there, they look beautiful. But I don't want a shimmer quad. But if you are looking for 4 more fun shimmers, if you are a shimmer person, if you love mixing your shimmers up, I'm more mattes. I love a shimmer, but I'm a matte girly. So for me, a quad with 4 shimmers doesn't make me super excited, but I can see how some people would be super excited about this, because you get the Pat McGrath like quality and a quad, just 4 more colorful, like pastel-y spring, summer colors. Summer's almost over, but we can wear these kind of colors at all time. And these are the kind of colors that will work really well together with a brown crease, if you just love a neutral crease and you just want to mix it up. So I can totally see who this is for. I won't be picking it up, but I don't think that this is a horrible release. It looks cute. I know some people don't love the cardboard packaging. Personally, I love a good cardboard packaging, but I also realize that some people are like, why are we paying this price for cardboard packaging? Really high quality cardboard packaging is not super affordable to make, but I also think that the heavy plastic packaging that Pat McGrath has is probably more expensive than cardboard. So I do agree that, like, and I do know firsthand, packaging is very expensive. So if they are skimping on the packaging, the price should go down. I do agree with that. So I know some people are complaining about that. So I just wanted to let you know that this seems to be cardboard. I am sorry, Real Techniques, but is this what you needed to be relevant again? Because I've heard everyone and their mother talk about this new fingerprint technology makeup sponge, but this just looks weird. This looks like it's been taken straight from a crime scene. This is weird. This is apparently provides a buildable, streak-free coverage for natural skin-like finish. This is supposedly a more innovative material that like mimics your finger. What is preventing us from just using our finger if we want that? Because like washing your hands after would be easier than just using this. And also, what do you mean streak free? You literally have like lines in them to look like a fingerprint, and it's not the fingerprint. That's not the part that's making makeup, like when you use your fingers, it really melts makeup into your skin, and because of the pressure and because of the warmth from your fingers, it can really help with making a result seem very seamless. But it's not the fingerprint that is doing that. That has nothing to do with it. So I don't understand why they felt the need to put that on, because it just looks like, it looks a little macabre. It looks a little weird. Absorbs 90% less makeup. And I get that. I mean, it's plastic, how it's supposed to absorb anything. Innovation in all its glory, but I feel like we're back to the silly sponge again. Like the silicone thing where people are like, oh, it doesn't absorb any makeup. And it's like, of course it doesn't. Like you're slabbing it out with a piece of plastic. I don't get it. Like, why would we not just use our fingers instead of this incredibly creepy looking thing that just looks like, it looks a little weird. Although I will say, remember I've said this before, a lot of things right now are not created to be a viable solution or like a great makeup product. It's created to be a great TikTok. Keep that in mind. When you see products, keep that in mind, because this will make a great TikTok. But will it make sense in your makeup routine? You can enjoy it on TikTok without purchasing it. Leave that to the creators who do the TikToks. I don't think you need it. I feel like that meme, it's been, what is it? It's been 84 years or 83 years or whatever the meme is saying. Finally, House of Lashes is doing half lashes. It has been, I don't want to say too long, but I am surprised of a brand that only do lashes. Like House of Lashes, they have tried doing some other things, but it's flopped. They had a makeup collection with Sephora. Do you remember? Because I remember I'm sure they want to forget it, but I remember the makeup collection, and I remember how it was on the sale page for 250 years. But for a brand that only does lashes and do them really well, why did it take you this long to make half lashes? Because House of Lashes was on their absolute peak on like 2016, 17. Everybody used House of Lashes, and the fact that it's taken them this many years to, I don't even want to say innovate, because it's like, are you even jumping on a trend? You're so late. I totally get it when like new brands do half lashes, because it's like Vive. I'm wearing the Vive half lashes today. I love them, but like Vive is a new brand. But like a brand like House of Lashes that's been around for forever that only do lashes, and now you're like, oh, we're doing half lashes now. I'm like, okay, that's great, but like, what's the holdup? Why? What took you so long? But they look beautiful. I mean, they look beautiful. Say hello to our Demi lashes, the perfect half lashes for every day. And they only come in three different styles. Iconic Demi, Iconic Light, and the Midnight Demi. And I think they look beautiful. I think I might try them because I love a good half lash. I'm just confused why it's been taking so long, because House of Lashes, they kind of fell off, but like half lashes is having a little bit of a resurgence, but like, what was the holdup? Oh my god, I was just sitting here scrolling and you have no idea what just popped up. The original OG Naked Palette by Urban Decay is back. It's coming on August 4th. I will leave a link down below to where you were able to find it. I cannot believe they're bringing this back, although I will say this color scheme with more like neutral and somewhat cool leaning shades, it really is what people are into right now. Also, I'm sorry if you can hear the yard work. They're just outside my window, but I gotta keep this show on the road. But I am so surprised they're bringing this one back. I mean, do you remember they did that like commercial? It was literally like a funeral for this palette. I am wondering if the trend of more cool toned neutrals, if those are the reason that this one is coming back. It says it's limited edition, but nothing really stays away. Everything comes back. Another thing that is coming real soon and that apparently is available in Europe already is the new mascara from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Exagger-Eyes Volume Mascara. And I myself, I don't love a voluminizing mascara. I love a lifting mascara. I opened a brand new Benefit Bad Gal Bang this week when I was in Vegas. Everything is forgotten. I forgot how good that mascara is. And I used it for the first time and I was like, it's so good. It's still my favorite. I am so sorry to every other mascara. Like the Tower 28 one is great. The Sky High from like Maybelline, it's great, but it's not as good as this one. I love the Bad Gal Bang. It's so good. But what I am looking for in a lash is a lash that curls and lifts and lengthens. And I'm not looking for a voluminizing mascara. It's not what I want in a mascara. I want something that coats my lashes, but I just want something that like holds the curl and just opens up the eye. And the Bad Gal Bang is just the best for that. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be interested in this. The wand looks very interesting. It looks like the wand that Lancome has for the Hypnose mascara. So I think that that's very interesting. And yeah, it is available now. I'm sure it's going to come to the US soon as well. I'm sure it's coming like real soon. Check the links, honestly. Maybe it's already released because, like I said, I'm pre-filming this just like 2 days ahead. I'm filming this on Friday and it's going up on Sunday. But I am excited to see more things being released from Charlotte Tilbury that's not pillow talk or like a glowy cheek product. Last week we talked about the fact that Naked Sundays is launching at Ulta, and they also have a new product, and this is the Mineral Peptide Foundation Tint SPF 50. So Naked Sundays is a brand that is an SPF brand. Like, their products are based on SPF, and they have some makeup products too, but they're still like an SPF 50. So this one is coming in 13 shade. It is a 2-in-1 non-nano mineral sunscreen foundation tint, peptide infused, skin loving antioxidants, $38 each. And when is it coming? It is available officially August 6th. And yes, I will link it down below. Are you interested in this one? Because personally, I think that this would have been such a good release in maybe May, you know, when people are looking for tinted sunscreens. But I also will know, and keep this in mind, this is an Australian brand, so I'm fairly sure that Australia is coming into spring, so it makes a lot of sense for the Southern Hemisphere, because brands will most of the time release stuff that makes sense for the season where the brand is from. So clearly an Australian brand is going to release something that makes sense for the Australian market, and I'm fairly sure that they are getting into spring soon. So for them, this will be perfect, but I'm interested to hear what you think about this one. I actually really enjoy a tinted SPF. I've been really enjoying that, especially since I moved to Texas. And I like the one from, what is the one I'm using? I have one from Supergoop. That one is really nice, but there's also another one that I'm really loving. I can't remember it right now. I'll pop it up here so you can see. That one is from the drugstore. Oh, it's Neutrogena, right? Am I lying? It's a really good one. I saw this new from Nars, and I was like, wait, did they discontinue their lipsticks? Because this is a new lipstick collection, Explicit Refillable Satin Lipsticks from Nars. And I saw this and I was like, did they discontinue the Audacious lipsticks? Weren't they called the Audacious lipsticks? Because this looks exactly the same, different packaging, but the bullet looks the same, the colors look the same, and it is like a long-lasting creamy lipstick, which is what those were, $40 each. And I'm just like a little bit surprised. I don't recognize the colors though. I recognize the colors. I mean, they're typical Nars colors. I don't recognize the names of the colors though, I will say. Or maybe you're more familiar with Nars than I am, and maybe you will recognize them, but I was a little surprised because I was like, I thought those were like a hero product from the brand. But also they did just reformulate and re-release their blushes, so maybe they're doing the same with the entire line. I don't know. r.e.m. Beauty is releasing gel eyeliner, markers, and pencils. And this actually looks really interesting. I feel like r.e.m. Beauty already had some liners. Like, I feel like I have a white liner from them, but maybe they're just releasing more colors. Because the colors seem very cute. That pixie one, the light blue, a bunch of you were tagging me in that, and you were like, maybe this is a dupe for Prance, but this one seems a little bit more, like, it seems even more white, like it seems even more pastel than Prance, because I think that Prance has a little bit more blue in it. I'm liking the color Mood Ring because I love a bright blue like that, and I actually almost used up the one I had, so maybe I could be into trying a new one. I think the colors are really cute, and I really like that they're not shimmery. At least it doesn't seem like they are. And then the liquid liner comes in 4 new shades because they already had a black. And it's a brown, a white, a dark blue, and then there is a silver. And I was like, that's really interesting too. So I think this is a nice release, and it makes sense for the brand because Ariana Grande always has like liners in different ways in her waterline and of course like wing liners. And I've seen some like more graphic things on her lately as well. So I think this sounds fun. I think it's a good release. I'm actually really intrigued by this one too. Something about this looks so delicious, and this is from Ilia. This is the Bronze and Glow. It says summer 2024. Maybe they've been dealing with some delays as well. Listen, I can I can relate to that. But yeah, this is a cream bronzer and a cream highlighter, $38 each. Something about how these look in the compact look delicious. Absolutely delicious, and I am all about this. I think it looks great. I think I have some friends who get Ilia PR, so maybe I'll ask them like how they feel about it. I also am not dying to buy more cream products, but I can't deny, even if I'm not buying this, because I'm trying to buy less, even if I'm not buying this, I can't deny something about this looks delicious. It just looks good. And if you're living in a different tax bracket than me and you just have a lot of money to spend, there are new products from Prada coming out. It is a $90 setting powder. Ma'am, $90 setting powder. Weightless reset rebalancing setting powder that delivers an instantly mattified soft focus effect. $90? For that price? I want you to meal prep and do my taxes. And then there is a Refine Blurring Extending Primer for $50. This one says that it's supposed to extend your makeup and also make your makeup grip to your skin better. $90 setting powder. I don't know what's in this one, but the green suggests that it might be like actual money that they grinded into that one, because $90. That's a lot for a compact powder. Elf's just launched a new shade of a multichrome liquid eyeshadow. This is only $8, and apparently there are 3 returning shades plus a new one. The new one is called Extraterrestrial. It is a pink, yellow, green. This is a very typical multichrome, and I will say, and I say this with love, but for $8, you are not gonna get that extreme multichrome effect that a $20 indie shadow will give you. I can just tell you that right now. It's probably gonna be multichrome, but it's gonna be multichrome probably like those ColourPop liquid shadows, which is, the pigment is expensive. The pigment that is multichrome in the formulation. And the more of that pigment you put in, the more intense the shadow becomes and the more the shadow costs. So when you see a very affordable multichrome shadow, there is a risk that there's not enough in there to make it really pop. But I also will say, if you just want to try it out and see if it's for you, definitely try out one of those more affordable ones first. This one, like I said, it's only $8. Some other new things have come to Sephora, and there are some new shades from Lawless. There are new shades in the Forget to Fill a Lip Plumper. There are 3 shades, there are only 2 shown here, but I did get these in PR. I think they are shimmery shades, all of them. And then there is also a Forget to Fill Overnight Lip Plumping Mask, which is in Sweet Daisy, which is like a sparkling baby pink. I think a lot of people would really enjoy that. But then Makeup Forever has mini Artist to Go eyeshadow palettes, $32, and these are based on 2 of their most popular pens. You can use these pens for the eyes or for the lips, and it is based on Anywhere Caffeine and Wherever Walnut. These are not for me. Great. Now all the machinery is here. I'm gonna have to take a break. These are not for me, but I think they look cute. And then there are satin and matte lipsticks for $28, and there's 8 shades with a satin finish and 12 shades with a matte finish. But I have this component before in the lipstick, and I'm kind of wondering, what is the new part? Is it a new formula? Did they re-release? Are they just releasing new colors? It's not clear here if it's new colors or not, but I feel a lipstick in that red component that I've bought, so I'm confused. Maybe it's just new shades. We actually saw this collection when we were at Cosmoprof, and this is from Beauty Creations, and this is their collab with My Little Pony, and I actually did see this one in real life, and it looked really cute, but the packaging feels, I don't want to say cheap, but it doesn't feel super luxurious. And the palette is a little weird because, you see the palette in the middle here. It is 3 cheek shades, and then there's just shimmery eyeshadows. So there are 5 shimmery eyeshadows and 3 cheek shades, and it's 1 blush, 1 highlighter, 1 bronzer. So it's only for 1 skin tone. The packaging was a little bulky and thick, and I think this collection is cuter in the idea of it and the execution of it. I don't like a palette like this that's only made for 1 skin tone. I don't think that this is for me. I saw it in real life. It looked cute, but nothing more. If you love My Little Pony, maybe. but I don't think this is for me. They also did show their upcoming Halloween collection though, and that one looked very cute. Another collab that is coming that is, I don't know what is up with Bobbi Brown, but Bobbi Brown has the weirdest collabs. Whoever is working in like the department that's finding collab partners, they're way more fun than the people who are working at the product development department. Because they have done a collab with the Powerpuff Girls. The collab was boring, but Powerpuff Girls are fun. They did a collab with Monopoly. I know you did not think that was gonna happen, but they did do a collab with Monopoly. The collab was boring. The collab partner is pretty fun. And now they're doing a collab with Pac-Man. I love Pac-Man. The collab looks just as any other product that Bobbi Brown ever does, just has Pac-Man packaging. But like, whoever's getting these deals, can you let them into product development as well? Because I just am not seeing the target audience for these products being the target audience for the collab. I might be wrong, but I actually don't think I am. Ooh, and r.e.m Cosmetics is releasing a new product, and they are releasing the, it's called like Divine Water Perfecting Mist. This is a supercharged elixir that perfects makeup while improving skin health. This one is already available, and I mean, I know that like the owner of r.e.m Cosmetics is having a journey. She's on a journey. I don't really know what's going on there. But r.e.m Cosmetics, the way that they release product inspires me as a brand owner, because they are not always releasing what's according to trend. They're not always releasing full big collections. Sometimes they're like, we're just releasing 2 blushes, and that inspires me. And I feel like it's such a refreshing way of releasing products in a very saturated makeup space. And the release schedule and the way that they seem to just be releasing what they want to release, that inspires me a lot. And the packaging of this one looks very clean and nice. You know, I really like Refer brushes, and I still use my Refer brushes even though I have Singe Beauty. There's a bunch of brands that I still really love my brushes from. Refer, BK Beauty, Sigma, and also Game Beauty have brushes that I use quite a lot actually. And I will say, this new Refer brush that is coming, which is a collab with Alexandra and Neely, I hope I'm saying that correctly, it's coming on the 6th of August, and the brush looks really beautiful. I don't know if I'm getting this in PR or not, but I honestly am very excited, and I love that they put her name on the handle as well. So big congratulations to this collab. The brush looks stunning. I think the yard workers are finally done in my like area and moving on. That was, I don't even want to admit how long this break has been. It's been a long break. It's been a long break, but I don't want to be that kind of YouTuber that's like apologizing for everything that's going on. Well, when I have 3 people literally under my window, I do think that you are hearing it. Let's get into talking about something else. This is from Moira Cosmetics, and they are releasing another eyeshadow palette. I actually went to because like when I go to Cosmoprof, I go there to look at like packaging and ingredients and like manufacturers. I don't go to look at the brands because like I am there as a brand myself, but I can't help to go and look at some of the brands. And I did see that Moira had a booth there, and their stuff looks so great in real life. I need to go and get that new highlighter. It looked beautiful in real life. I did not see this new palette there, but I didn't look at the palettes. I haven't tried any of the eyeshadow palettes from Moira, and unfortunately this will not be the one either because it is a very cool tone. But if you're looking for an affordable cool tone option, maybe this one is for you. I don't know if we have the same feed on Instagram, but my feed has been littered with all kinds of influencers going to Santorini with Benefit because they are releasing some new products. The pictures look beautiful, and it makes me very excited about going to Greece later this fall. But this one is the Professional is coming up with more stuff, and they're coming out with a matte primer, and it seems like a loose powder, so that is very exciting. I might try out the matte primer. I actually like the Benefit primer, so I might actually try that one out. I have seen this one online, but I don't think it's available here yet. It is available in Europe though, but I will link down below where you'll be able to find it. I think it looks really promising, and I like that the primer looks more like a lotion than like a putty. Another thing that is coming, and when I saw this I was like, Melt, is that you? Because this is the new packaging from Nude Sticks, but this is exactly the same kind of stacks packaging that Melt used to have. These are these little pans in the plastic packaging, and they are magnetic, so they like stack together and make this big like, yep, stack. So they were usually called the stacks, but these are the Nude Sticks stacks with an X instead. They're calling it the stacks too. They're literally calling it the stacks, but with an X. Okay, Nude Sticks. It's new. But this is the All Over Color Blush Balm. It seems to be a cream product. It's a 3-in-1 cream to powder blush balm formulated for cheeks, eyes, lips to create a monochromatic look. Comes in 9 shades, $24 each, and yeah, you can pop them together. This packaging was the thing that people did not love with Melt, which is the reason why they started with palettes instead. So the fact that they are doing this with blushes, I guess you're buying one at least and not like one stack, but if you have two, you can stack them together. I guess that makes a little bit more sense when it comes to blushes than it did with eyeshadows, but still, again, this comes back to what I said last week about that like Huda Beauty packaging. If you are gonna use another brand's packaging, at least pick a packaging that people actually liked. Because people didn't like this. I don't know what's going on with Spectrum, but they must have a running contract with Disney because they do so many Disney collabs and they just do collab after collab after collab. And all these themed collections that aren't collabs either. Who's buying all these sets? Who's buying all of these brushes? But they come up with like 2 brush collections a month. I'm like, who's buying these? I love a good brush set too, but it's like, I'm not buying one a month. Like, what's going on? I'm confused when this is, and I'm surely they are running out of ideas. I said that a couple of ones ago, but like here we are doing more stuff. But this is the Mickey's Breakfast Buddies collection. The what now? Breakfast Buddies? Breakfast Buddies. Yeah, nothing screams eyeshadow brush set like Breakfast Buddies. Where are we? What alternate universe are we living in right now? This is you thought that was bad? Mickey's cereal, breakfast cereal. 8-piece makeup brush set. Are we okay as a society? No, don't open that door. We are not. But like, and then it's the eggs 6-piece sponge set. We've already seen this from Beauty Bakery, but now they got bought, so maybe they're keeping the. We've already seen this from Beauty Bakery, and I was like, oh, but they're gone now, but they're not because they got bought out. We talked about that a couple of weeks ago as well. But yeah, it's like an egg carton that has eggs in it, and all the sponges are an egg. Beauty Bakery already did that. And then it is a Mickey's Breakfast makeup bag for some reason. And then you can buy the bundle for $115. Breakfast? Breakfast. I just don't know what to say anymore. Like, what are we doing? Sabrina Carpenter is so popular right now, and she is coming out with a new fragrance. This is called Cherry Baby. I feel like she had a fragrance from before that looked like this but was like white chocolate. Am I mistaken? I feel like that happened. Did that happen? Did I make that up? Because I feel like that happened, but now she is extremely popular, and this fragrance is Cherry Baby. It has a bubbly feel like a Cherry Cosmo or a Shirley Temple, but it's also very rich. Oh yeah, she does say, I would say this fragrance was the hardest one to get right, which insinuates that she's had one, at least one from before, because it needed to smell like the actual cherry. It's $49. It is already available, or it's coming on July 25th. I'm so wild. Like, when is that? Oh yeah, it's already available. Maybe it's already sold out because, like I said, she is very popular right now. $49 is very affordable for a fragrance. Celebrity fragrances are having a renaissance, and I kind of feel okay about it. I'm not sad to see that come back. Do I need it? No. And also, like, a fragrance that is cherry and shaped like a chocolate bar doesn't seem like a fragrance I would like. I'm not much into the gourmand scents, which makes me pretty much the only fragrance girly online that's not into the gourmand scents. But did you get it? Do you like it? And am I right? Did she not have a scent before? Artitude Cosmetics is coming up with a collection, and I have this full collection here. I'm just showing you one picture here that is with one of the upcoming highlighters, but they have let us know that there is a brush set, that there is loose pigments, there are highlighters, and of course there is a palette as well. They just haven't shown the palette yet, so I will not be showing the palette here. Maybe as you're seeing this, the palette has been shown. I don't know, but I'm fairly sure it's releasing real soon. You will be able to use my code and get some money off at Artitude Cosmetics. I have tried their former palettes and they have been absolutely beautiful. So I'm very excited to be diving into this one because I mean, I see the palette. It's over here. I see it. It's very pretty. So we'll talk more about this once we know more. But if you have been keeping up with Artitude Cosmetics and seeing that they've been dropping like pictures of different things, just know that they do have a palette coming too. I'm excited. And let's end with talking about some sneak peeks of more products that are coming from Celine. We did talk about Celine in the beginning of the year that they were going to come out with some makeup. They did release one lipstick, which was just the classic red, and now they're releasing or showing some more products that are coming. I think some products are coming this fall. Yes, some products are coming on October, this fall, and then more products are coming in January 2025. Launching products takes a really long time, and as to be expected, it is the just classic designer makeup. Red lipsticks. I think there's even a lip palette in here. Some very bougie like lipstick packaging, some of it with the Celine logo. There seems to be some brushes. This is gonna be in the same price range as Louboutin makeup. This is probably gonna be $70 lipsticks. Celine is a very expensive designer brand. This is not gonna be Tom Ford or Dior. This is going to be even one step above that. So expect this to be very expensive. Do not expect them to be adventurous in any way, shape, or form. That is not what Celine is. So I can already tell you this will not be for me. I like makeup that's a little bit more adventurous than this. I don't think that Celine will bring that. That's not what the brand is, and I respect that, but I'm not going to spend this much money on something that's just going to be very classic makeup, which is beautiful, but not my journey. And that was everything that I had to report on. I'm sorry if this video was all over the place because I swear every yard worker in Texas was under my window there for a point, and I'm out here doing the absolute best I can. Let me know what you think about this makeup look. Like I said, it's going to be on my channel tomorrow in case you want to see it. Don't forget to check out the description box for more info about the things that we're talking about the upcoming trip, in case you want to fill out the survey or in case you want to sign up to get notified. And also thank you so much to Lumi for sponsoring this video. I am super excited to be sharing that one with you as well. I hope you're having an amazing weekend, or that you had an amazing weekend, and that the rest of your weekend is going to be great too. And I will see you tomorrow for a new video. And bye!